Mesa Silver, and this is, well, a different location than where I usually record, but that's because this is a different type of video than what I usually record. See, I wouldn't usually record this type of video, but I'm recording this type of video because, one, it was told in the description of the project I'm doing, and two, if I didn't make this into a video, I'd get really bored of it really quickly, so I kind of need to do this in a video. But this is a science project, my culminating for science. We got to pick a topic, and we had to do an assignment on it, right? We had to do a test on it that would be worth 10% of my final grade in science class. A class I haven't been doing too well in because, well, I mean, I've been doing all right, and I could be doing better. I just lose focus. Well, I don't lose focus. I do the work, and then I forget it all because I'm not focused enough. It's not like in person. But anyways, the experiment, right? My hypothesis is, will a ball, and I'm using I'm using a bouncy ball. Will a ball bounce higher if it's heated? Obviously, my hypothesis is more detailed than that, but that's just the simple gist of it. I'm using my DX, or D-Generation X, I mean, it's not officially D-Generation X, but it's a bouncy ball. Not the best one in the world, but whatever. I've got my computer here to make sure I get everything correct. I've got rulers to measure. I'm obviously doing this in the kitchen. And I have a microwave right there, which is partly why I'm doing it in the kitchen. So, this project is called the Science Fair, right? And the Science Fair project consists of a series of experiments which you research a topic, develop and test an idea, analyze results for those tests and draw conclusions. With this activity, you will independently apply the scientific method to design and complete a controlled experiment. Be sure to choose a topic from the provided list that you find interesting and can complete effectively, which obviously is the rubber band ball. I was going to choose, the absorbency, testing the different absorbencies of paper towel, but I don't have different brands of paper towel, so sticking with this one. So generally, I'm going to drop it 3 times, heating it up for 20 seconds each time, and making sure, it's heated for 20 seconds. And then dropping it, hoping it's not too hot in my fingers when I drop it in the same position that I do every time. So why don't we get into position? Obviously, you won't see me making the whole science report and all that. You'll just be seeing me conducting the experiment. So it's just a fun little video for me to do, and a little video for the teacher to see. Welcome to the channel. Hello. Hi. Okay. Let's get this underway, shall we? Okay, so unusual formatting, right? I don't usually do videos like this, but I have to show me dropping the ball, literally, and all that. So, got a ruler. It's a 30 centimeter flexible ruler. It's because it's the only ruler I've had. That's 30 centimeters. That one's also a flexible ruler, except it's green. So, I'm gonna stand it. Right, we got my drawer right here. You see this little handle? That's where I'm gonna be dropping it from. And dropping it like that. Hey, it's okay, bro. It's okay. No barking. Alright, no barking. No barking. So obviously I need to see where the ball goes. So why? Stacking 2 wheels. I don't have a meter stick. Probably would have been very useful for this, but I don't have one. I couldn't find one at the stores. Not that I went to stores because they're closed. I mean, they're opening up, but still. Okay, so that's about as accurate as it's gonna get. My centimeters on this side. Making sure none of my body's in the way. I say that went up to about 30 centimeters. That went up to 30 centimeters. So a ball, unheated, on its first try, went up to 30 centimeters. That is good. Everyone just loves to rum, apparently. So it's about 30 centimeters. Now, taking a plate, putting the ball on it, and then putting it in a microwave, which I'll set to 20 seconds. With this cover on it, just so it doesn't move around and roll off the plate or anything. We shall see if it bounces higher. Alright, so there's the ball, right? So we're closing it up. 20 seconds. Will I choose 20 seconds? Don't know, just did. Seemed like a fair amount of time. 10 seconds felt like too little, 15 still felt too little, 20 just felt perfect, you know? So, commencing. Let's just hope the guy doesn't destroy the microwave or melt to the plate. So here's the, obviously we got my computer. Marking thing, the thing that where my phone's held when I do the experiments, the rulers. Alright. It's done. Okay, it's warmed up a little bit. Okay. Sorry, that's hard to do with one hand. Alright, now the ball's heated up. Let's get ready for another test, shall we? Alright, now this portion of it, right? I'll be heating up the ball twice. So the ball will be heated up one more time than this. Gotta get my rulers in hand. And the ball, it's not too much warmer. Kind of smells like burnt rubber, just a tad bit, but not much. Make sure my body's out of the way. Holding the two rulers in place. Holding it from there. Not much more. Let's try again though. I'm gonna try a few times, sorry. And if it looks, if it gets the same measurement, that one was still about 30. But if it gets, same measurement every time, then maybe it just wasn't heated up enough. No, that one actually went up. That one went up to a solid 35, 36 centimeters. And this is hard to see, obviously, because I'm not using meter stick, so I apologize for that. It's kind of hurting the experiment just a small bit, but I assure you, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't affect it too much. Alright, controlled experiment, test number 3. And here's where you really gotta test it, because we did the ball drop with the ball at regular temperature, 3 times? 2 times. Obviously the first time being kind of like a, actually did we do it 3 times or 2 times? I'm not sure, but we're doing it with the heated ball multiple times because the ball starts to cool off a bit, so we gotta make sure that it's in the same temperature range. And I know it won't change that much considering how spastically we're doing these ball things. But I'm doing it 3 times with the heated ball just to make sure, that my recordings are accurate. Okay. So that one dropped down a little bit to maybe 33, 34. So it stays over 30, which means clearly it is evident that it bounces high enough, but we want to see if we do it one more time, if heating it up a little bit more, can the bounce way higher? Just to see if it's not really like a fluke or anything. If we increase the heat even a little bit more, will it work? We'll see right now. Obviously, I'm still using the same ball, by the way, so keep that in mind. Ball is ready at 20 seconds again. For its second run of the mill. Spinning around there, spinning around. The microwave is pumping. So far, my hypothesis has been correct, that the ball does bounce higher when temperature is increased. But we're just not certain about it, which is why we're trying again. 3rd time's the charm. Ball is even warmer now. So is the plate. Let's get ready for another jump. Now, I would say this is a very controlled experiment because we're using the same ball, the same rulers, located in the same positions, the same, place I'm dropping it from. I'm dropping it from right here, right on the thing, and dropping it back down. And we're putting the ball in for the same amount of time. Everything is similar. Nothing is really changing aside from potentially how high the ball is jumping when it jumps. So, yes. Okay. Ooh, that is kind of hot. That one was ranging at about 10. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I ranged that one about 40 centimeters, which is, I said 10 because it went on 10 on this ruler, on the green one. Yeah, I'd say it's about 10, which means I shall do a third time just to make sure. Can never be too sure with science. And while the ball's still heated, that'd be a good test. That one was about an 8, so it is going down in temperature. It's cooling off. It wasn't that warm to begin with, but it was warmer than it was. It wasn't room temperature anymore. It was definitely warmer than that. So I think it's safe to conclude that the ball does heat up, or when the ball is warmed up, it does increase in height. When it increases in warmth, it increases in height. That is what we take away from this. I'd say that was a very controlled experiment. I think I did that very accurately. My hypothesis was correct. Materials used, once again, just to make sure you know, my computer, obviously not seeing the video much, but it was used to make sure I was doing all the steps right. Rulers, check the height of the thing. Spice cabinet to make sure I was dropping the ball from the same height every time. Bouncy ball, obviously. As the ball used to make sure it, I knew how much it bounced. Microwave, to help increase the heat. Plate to make sure the ball didn't stick to the microwave when I used it. The padding thing that I put on top of the plate to make sure the ball didn't roll around. Then the door to hold the stand, which would hold the camera, and the camera to make sure everything is recorded. Yeah, and me, obviously, to conduct the experiment. So that has been my ball test. Once again, test concluded. Seems to be correct. The hypothesis was right. I have to write this scientific procedure, but yeah. So, to those of you who are viewers of the channel, welcome back to the kitchen, right? Hope that was a nice little trip down memory lane. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed me. Hope you enjoyed the experiment. Hope you learned something. If you did, that's nice. If you didn't, that's fair, considering I don't do science that well, that often. It's not my thing, really. And for Miss Warzone, I hope this satisfies you. I hope, this was accurate. I hope this was correct. If it's not, then I severely apologize. And if this means I failed in some way, then I will raise a few eyebrows, but alas, that's fair. So, yeah. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm Master Silver, like, comment, subscribe for more of this. More gamer vlogs, whatever else comes, I can't balance apparently. More gamer vlogs, whatever else comes, I will see you all very, very soon. Later, guys.